Imagine a 4-ton piece of a SpaceX rocket slamming into the moon at more than 5,000 miles per hour. That may sound like a disaster, but scientists are actually very interested in what happened. The object was the upper stage of a Falcon 9 rocket launched in January 2025. Its mission was to send 2 commercial lunar landers toward the moon. After completing its job, the rocket stage was left in space. Instead of having enough fuel to send it safely into a solar orbit, its path was gradually changed by the moon's gravity and other factors, putting it on a collision course with the lunar surface. Scientists predicted that the rocket would eventually hit near the Einstein crater on the far western side of the moon from our perspective. And when something this massive hits the lunar surface at thousands of miles per hour, it doesn't simply make a hole. It can blast huge amounts of lunar material into space. Scientists expected the impact to create a massive plume of dust, potentially reaching around 30 miles high. And that's where things get interesting. By studying the material thrown into space, scientists can learn what exists beneath the moon's surface. So far, researchers have detected traces of elements, including lithium and sodium, in the material associated with the impact. But getting a clear image of the actual collision is extremely difficult. The moon's bright surface makes a relatively small impact near its edge surprisingly hard to observe. And this isn't the first time humans have deliberately crashed spacecraft into the moon. Back in 2009, NASA intentionally sent a spacecraft's upper stage crashing into the lunar surface. Another spacecraft followed behind and flew directly through the resulting cloud of debris, collecting data. That experiment produced an important discovery: evidence of water ice on the moon. And that discovery became one of the reasons scientists became so interested in the moon's south pole, where future Artemis missions are planned. But rocket impacts on the moon aren't new. During the Apollo era, discarded rocket stages were also intentionally crashed into the lunar surface. These impacts created another scientific opportunity. Even when scientists can't directly watch an impact happen, satellites can later examine the material thrown out of the crater. That material can come from deeper layers of the moon, giving researchers clues about what lies beneath the surface. So, in a strange way, a piece of space hardware crashing into the moon can become a scientific experiment. But there's also a bigger problem hiding behind all of this. Humanity is sending more and more spacecraft into space. Around Earth, thousands of pieces of tracked debris are already orbiting our planet, creating a growing problem for future missions. And as lunar exploration accelerates, scientists and engineers will have to think about something similar around the moon. More landers, more rockets, more satellites, and potentially more abandoned hardware. The moon is becoming the next major destination for human exploration. But if we're going to build a permanent presence there, we need to think carefully about what we leave behind. Because space may look endless, but the places we actually use are not. The moon is becoming the next major destination for human exploration. But if we're going to build a permanent presence there, we need to think carefully about what we leave behind. Because space may look endless, but the places we actually use are not. And if you enjoy simple explanations about space, science, and the mysteries of our universe, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. More fascinating discoveries are coming your way.